Expectations are up, hopes are high as the local bourse opened on its first day of business this year, coming off uplifting developments in 2019, like the year-end markup nearly 350 points from 2018 as well as renewed and even greater investor confidence on the country's international credit rating upgrade obtained in the second quarter of last year. PTV correspondent Naomi Tiburcio has more in this report.
That's the sound of the opening bell at the Philippine Stock Exchange in Taguig, marking the start of the trading sessions for 2020. A few days ago on December 27th, trade ended at 7,815 points for PSE index, nearly 350 points higher than closing mark in 2018. The stock market is the local bourse for investors to buy shares or gain part ownership of a publicly traded company. Some of the biggest companies are listed in the PSE and are open for public investment. PSE President and CEO Ramon Monzon says this is still a decent finish despite a decline in share prices of index stocks of the two embattled water distribution companies. For 2020, the PSE plans to introduce reforms in equity brokerage firms.
The general positivity is also shared by some analysts who expect the PSE index to break past the 9,000 level this year. And this optimism is shared by our director, Wilson C.
But on the macro perspective, investments last 2019 was relatively bountiful, as per the Department of Finance. At the start of the second quarter of 2019, the Philippines was upgraded to a BBB+ economy, a credit rating that indicates a country's heightened capability to pay financial obligations such as loans, thus attracting more foreign investors into the country. Higher credit rating means higher possibility of investment prospects and an enhanced fiduciary capacity, as such status presumes stronger confidence and a safer choice in terms of their ability of paying loans at a lower rate of interest. This will help in powering government programs such as in the field of infrastructure, education, and healthcare. Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez says in the coming year, they hope the legislative branch to pass the remaining tax reform package and ensure the debt-to-GDP ratio does not exceed 42%. The DOF, the Treasury, NEDA, and BSP are working together for the Philippines to achieve an upper middle income country status, where a huge chunk of the poverty incidence is sliced off, given a much better performing economy. Naomi Tiburcio for The Nation.